Hello, I hope you are doing well. In this question, we are being told that the length of a room is 4 meters longer than its width. Find the length of the room if its area is 32 square meters. So we have a room and the room has, of course, the length, which is, let's say, x meters, and it has the width, which is y meters. So we are being told that the length of the room is 4 meters longer than its width. This means the length, which is x meters, is the same as the width plus 4, since the length is 4 meters longer than the width. And then we are being told that the area of the room is 32 square meters. To get the area of the room, we do the length times the width. So this means that the length times the width, x times y, is equals to 32. And then we are being told to find the length of the room. So in our case, we are being told to find for this value, x. So let's solve this. So since we already have x in terms of y, we are just going to replace the x in this second equation. So this becomes y plus 4 times y is equals to 32. And then expanding this gives us y squared plus 4y is equals to 32. And let's take this 32 and bring it to the left side. So this becomes y squared plus 4y minus 32 is equals to 0. Now, this is a quadratic equation. The easiest way to solve it is to rewrite this middle term. So we are going to rewrite this middle term, and to rewrite it, we are looking for two factors such that when those two factors are multiplied, they give us negative 32y squared. And when those two factors are added, they give us 4y. So those two factors are, in this case, 8y and 4y. So the negative is on the 4. So that 8y times negative 4y gives us negative 32y squared. And then 8y plus negative 4y gives us 4y. So the center term now becomes 8y minus 4y. Then we of course have the minus 32. And then on this side we have y squared. This is all equals to 0. Now let's take the terms in pairs. So this becomes the first pair and this is the second pair. So in this first pair, the common factor is y. So when we factor that out, we are left with y plus 8. And then on this second pair, the common factor is negative 4. So if you factor that out, we are left with y and then plus 4. And this is equals to 0. So, wait a minute. This is supposed to be 8, not 4. So since it's negative 32 divided by negative 4, yeah, that's supposed to be 8. So now, notice that we have this y plus 8 term, and then we also have it here. So let's factor it out. So we factor out y plus 8, and then here we are left with y. On this other side, we are left with minus 4. This is equals to 0. So when the multiplication of two factors is equals to 0, it means that either of them can be 0. So we have y plus 8 is equals to 0, or y minus 4 is equals to 0. So when we take 8 to the other side, it means that y is equals to negative 8, or when we take this negative 4 to the other side, it means that y is equals to 4. But then remember, what was y? Y was the width, right? Width cannot be negative. So width cannot be negative, cannot be negative. Therefore, it means that y is equals to 4. So it cannot be negative 8, it has to be positive. So we already had x in terms of y. So x was equals to y plus 4. So x is equals to y plus 4. So y is 4, so this becomes 4 plus 4, meaning that x is equals to 8. And what was the question asking? The question was asking us to find the length of the room, which in our case is x. So this means that the length of the room is equals to 8 meters. And that is the answer.